Tales of Heroism, Rescue at Redhaven. In the depths of Mars, beneath the surface, in Redhaven, a sprawling underground city, miners worked tirelessly, their drills and machines carving out what would soon be a new section of their subterranean home. Without warning, the ground beneath them shuddered violently, a harrowing precursor to disaster. Lights flickered and succumbed to the power of the quake, plunging the space into darkness, leaving only the beams of their headlamps to cut through the enveloping blackness. Chaos erupted as the ceiling gave way. Massive slabs of rock dislodged and plummeted, crashing down with thunderous force. The echoes of crumbling stone filled the air, mixed with the desperate cries of the miners caught in the calamity. Headlamps illuminated terrifying scenes of destruction, men dodging lethal projectiles, some tragically slower than others. Sharp edges of rock sheared through the fabric of several suits, exposing their wearers to the merciless Martian atmosphere, sealing their fates with cruel certainty. Miners scrambled for safety, but not all were quick enough. Some were caught directly under the falling debris, their screams abruptly silenced under the merciless weight. Others found themselves trapped by massive rockfalls that sealed off the tunnels. Dust clouds billowed, reducing visibility to nearly zero. The ones on the fringe of the city, the lucky ones, got to watch in horror. Survivors witnessed their colleagues being crushed under the weight of falling rocks, their desperate attempts to escape proving futile as more of the tunnel system collapsed around them. The once bustling site of expansion for Redhaven's new city section turned into a deadly trap amidst the dust and rubble. A handful of miners managed to find refuge in a small corner of what was meant to be a vast, open caldera. This cramped nook became their temporary sanctuary, a stark contrast to its intended glory. In this dire moment, the remaining men checked their biosuits, ensuring the integrity of their life support systems. Air hissed softly from their tanks, a constant reminder of their dwindling supply. Fortunately, their communication systems remained operational, a small yet vital blessing. One of the miners activated his suit's radio. "This is an emergency broadcast from Redhaven, Section C-24. We've suffered a catastrophic collapse with hundreds of casualties. Those of us remaining are trapped with limited air supply. Immediate rescue is required. Sending our coordinates now. Please, anyone, respond." The plea for help crackled through the network, a desperate signal sent into the ether, hoping for a miracle. Above them, unbeknownst to the trapped miners, as they huddled together, the distant sound of mechanical whirring began to echo through the tunnels, signaling the arrival of B.N.Rocker in his experimental exosuit, marching relentlessly towards them through the perilous dark. Deep beneath the surface of Mars lays Redhaven. It stands as a testament to human ingenuity. This extensive underground city, shielded from the planet's lethal solar radiation, provides a safe haven for its inhabitants. Here, an ambitious project is underway, the expansion of Redhaven. Engineers and laborers work day and night to carve out new caverns from the Martian rock, aimed at accommodating the growing population and advancing human colonization efforts. Yet, as recent events have shown, this progress comes with risks. Amidst the dust and confusion following the catastrophic collapse, a lone figure made a decisive entrance. B.N.Rocker marched towards the calamity. He was clad in a suit not meant for mere mortals, but forged for the titans of industry, the Exoloader V2, originally designed for the heavy lifting in the vast hangar bays of Mars. Bick had repurposed this mechanical behemoth. The Exoloader V2 was a towering suit of engineered metal and synthetic muscles, equipped with features that were the dream of every tech enthusiast. Its hydraulic systems were capable of lifting several tons with minimal effort. However, Bick had customized his suit with additional power, advanced navigation tools, and a robust communication setup, not to mention the flashy paint job. Bick's instincts kicked into high gear, the control panel before him displaying the layout of the tunnels and the estimated location of the trapped miners. "Rocker to command, deploying to rescue," he stated, his voice echoing slightly within the confines of his metal shell. With a thunderous roar, the suit powered forward, its joints flexing with purpose, as Bick made his way towards the disaster site. Each step was heavy and deliberate, causing the ground to shake under the weight of the exo-loader. As he approached the debris field, his suit's enhanced optics scanned the area, identifying stability risks and possible entry points. Using the suit's built-in mechanical arms, originally intended for loading unyieldable cargo, Bick began clearing away the massive boulders and twisted metal. Sparks flew as he activated the torch cutters, slicing through obstructions. The suit's sensors kept a vigilant watch for any sign of movement, any hint of life beneath the rubble. Bick maneuvered through the destruction, his path illuminated by the high-powered lights mounted on his suit. Every cleared stone, every breached barrier brought him closer to those desperately waiting for him and his modified exo-loader, a giant of a machine. As he approached a particularly treacherous pile of rubble, a sudden alarm signaled trouble. The suit's left hydraulic arm stuttered and froze, a critical malfunction at the worst possible moment. Despite the setback, Bick manually recalibrated the suit system, bypassing the jammed circuitry. The arm jerked back to life, its movement rough but functional. With renewed urgency, he resumed his task, clearing large rocks and twisted metal beams that blocked his path to the trapped miners. The sound of faint cries guided him to a small cavity within the ruins. There, huddled against the cold Martian rock, were the trapped workers, their faces lit by the faint glow of their helmet lights. Relief washed over them as Bick's towering suit became visible. "Stay close, I'll shield you," Bick commanded through his suit speaker. As he worked to secure a safe path, another tremor shook the tunnel, the start of an imminent secondary collapse. Using the malfunctioning suit as a makeshift shield, he arched over the group, his suit's frame supporting the weight of the falling debris. Under this metal canopy, the miners scurried along. With each step toward the tunnel's exit, Bick felt the strain on his suit. Debris continued to rain down around them. Finally, they emerged into the less affected sections of the tunnel. Here, Bick allowed himself a brief sigh of relief. The miners sprinted towards the safety of the open areas, turning back only to nod their thanks to the man in the machine that had carried them from death's door to the promise of safety. As the last of the rescued miners reached safety, B.N.Rocker watched them disappear into the sanctuary of Redhaven. His heart heavy, he turned back to the darkness of the tunnels. Despite the close calls and the suit's failings, he moved once more into the hail of rocks. In search for more possible survivors, Bick readied himself for whatever challenges would come next. This is not goodbye, nor the end. Until the story continues, my friends. B.N.Rocker.